Salutations, everyone. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. I'm Lord Forwind, and yes, it looks like I'm the Mongols, and technically I am the Mongols, but I'm not the historical Mongols yet. Still the Murgids. We are a rising power in this area. Most of this is under our sway, and currently, in fact, I'm trying to build up a level of increased troops so that we can actually push towards dominating a kingdom area. And we're very close. Very close. We have a very stable succession of a guy with leprosy, so we'll see how that works out. But at least for the moment, our people are loyal to us. And we're having a better Nurg than usual because I've put a lot of effort into doing this. That's the wife. Okay, we got a great Nurg. We got a lot of money. Got a decent amount of prestige. We can demand someone become... Technically, we could settle. I think that would be moronic of us, to be honest. I think it would be absolutely stupid, but we could do it. I'm not going to, of course. We will take a double upgrade there. Nothing really I want to do on any of these at the moment. Okay. We've expanded once more. I think it's time for us to push to dominate this area. The neighboring ruler, he's losing a war. Let's launch it. Call as many of my allies to war as I can. Yes, it costs me resources to do so, but I think it's worth it here. I'm going to let the AI start the war, because if it's a small war, they're very good at winning it. It's if it evolves to a huge war, I'll be concerned. No, looks like we got this. Obviously, we went negative in prestige, which is a problem, but we'll have to deal with that. I think we can hold another Nurg somewhere. Right there. Oh, I should have done the higher level Nurg option. My bad. Whatever. We're going to win this war. Then see what happens. Every defender becomes a tributary. We gain the contested titles. We are now officially a Khan. Okay. That's good. Welcome to our throne room, apparently. Not much to look at the moment, but it will become more useful as time goes on. Something just popped up here. Whatever. We do need to put in some level of cost to it, which is a little annoying, but it's what happens. If I get more strength, I could probably force some people to be, you know, actually vassals. of us, and then I think we'd be a lot more stable. Maybe, I don't know. Reality is I should probably keep upgrading some of my armies just to make sure I don't get in a weak position. We may not have a good nerg here at this point. We've succeeded. It won't be a great one, but it will work. Oh, someone died. We don't have the prestige. That's going to be a problem for us. Oh, bother. Okay. Yes, I will sponsor that adventure. Bother. We're ill. Need 75 prestige, I believe, to pull off the next thing. We can vassalize a neighbor, okay. Oh, it's a herder, I think. Oh no, it's a nomadic realm. Let's wait till I can at least get the secession stabilized and then see what happens after that. Okay, let's demand loyalty from you. Okay, stability exists. In order to grow in size, we'd have to survive for 2 more years and get up to 30,000 horses. Okay. So quite a ways to go, basically. Oh, apparently our troops are going raiding, and I may or may not have hiccups. Sorry. We recently waged war, so that's why people aren't overwhelmingly happy with us. Hey, we're no longer ill again. Good. I need a fair amount of money here and a good amount of prestige to go up, so let's hold a hunt. Another nerg. Hold it here. Do a great one for 250 horses, which is exactly 2 months' supply, so it's not much at all. 50 gold, I'll take. Ay, ay, ay. How many kids exist in this dynasty? 55 people now. Wow. I think when we started, there was only like, what, 6? So that's a pretty substantial growth rate. There we go. Free 2,000 horses. Blessing of the Great Sky. It's just really nice. What was I gonna do? I was saving up for that, so I was seeing if there's anything else I could upgrade in the meantime. Doesn't really look at it. Okay. We should be getting up there towards another... Oh, we're halfway towards it. Okay. Steadily moving in a positive direction. This should start very soon, yes. Character has a lover's pox trait, which is a little annoying, but he's already old, so in this case it's not a huge problem for us. Apparently we just had a shift in our borders. Oh, whoa. That's not what I was looking at. This was the shift. This has become part of Mongolia now, or the Mongols title. We always embarrass ourselves. Yeah, we had a good one. Got gold, got prestige. Most importantly, we can vassalize someone else, but we can upgrade our yurt another level, which of course is a huge bonus for us. Okay. Got another faction kindly joined us. Or another vassal, I should say. Let's just let everything kind of work out. Then we'll figure out who I have to demand allegiance from and stuff. Okay. You will obey when I do that. Okay. Sadly, our heir is still... Somehow he's still alive. Let's be honest. I'm kind of impressed he's still alive. We have a great grandson, so our legacy should be fairly secure. I'm gonna strengthen this all the way to max. There we go. My cat just showed up. Hi, cat. The less I wage war, probably the better at this point, so I'm gonna turn off automatic rating and stuff. The Castle Builder. There's a guy called the Castle Builder in the middle of the steppe. I'd like to vassalize like one of these because it would make a huge difference. Okay, he's surviving with leprosy. We're up to 18,000 in terms of troops and stuff. I should not need to get involved here, so I'll sit this one out. 600 versus whatever they're gonna muster. It's gonna be a joke. Okay, growth size is up. Let's see. Monthly lifestyle experience would be huge. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything better for us to get. Courtier's obedience. There we go. That's what I was looking for a while. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but every little bit of support towards obedience helps. And now look at all the people we can vassalize. The empire, or the kingdom of Mongolia, grows. Actually, I don't think are we technically the Mongols? We have the title. Oh yeah, Otukin, the Mongols. We are the Mongols. Our race issue right now is just prestige. Still. Clearly, name of the game, prestige. That seems to be the biggest issue most of the time in the steppes. We have now entered a cold Zud, which is going to slow us down significantly. Thankfully, we're a major ruler, so fertility stays fairly high. We are malnourished. Why do we always seem to be starving? Gain weight. It's interesting how sometimes you play some of these characters. We're now infirm. Okay, so succession is coming sooner rather than later. So fortify my borders as much as I can. I don't think I can get that high enough. He's ambitious. Once the ambitious guys go away, I'm sure I'll manage to snag some of them. The natural border is huge, so that helps a lot. Might as well just fill all these positions. We're just gonna go as much as we can for success. Almost nothing more here. Since our character's gonna die soon, it doesn't make a lot of sense to worry about some of this stuff. It was barely successful. Oh well. It's something. It gives me more prestige to demand tributaries and stuff. And now we get to hold court. We don't need an animal. We have no claim on our stuff. Depart at once. Okay. We're actually a true ruler, which is kind of interesting. People really think we should rule. Okay, our character's no longer malnourished, but is ill. Speaking of development, our capital has actually been developed a slight bit. Has no effect except supplies. And we lost the Stargazer. But we get a vassal out of it all. So I guess that's worth it. We don't have a physician, but we'll get one now. Wow, a lot of people died. That one person held a lot of power, I guess. We have to have a family yurt at some point. Yeah. Family yurt, I think, is the next thing, maybe? Yeah, I think we'll do a family yurt just to keep the family functioning as much as we can. We're almost up to 20,000. And the wife died of pox. That is unfortunate in some ways, but it's the way it happens. Yeah, that should ensure a fairly stable succession for the future. It's not good. Okay, well, our ruler is quickly heading towards his end, I think. Okay, we can do a vassalage. You might stop paying tribute. Come on. There we go. Demand obedience. That should stop any demands of independence for the moment. I can reorganize the realm a bit. Still might decide to stop paying tribute. Interesting. Well, we know our ruler's going to die at some point, so... This war is over something miles in the south. We're not going to do anything about it. We got an artifact. Wild hare hide. For some reason, that was determined a great artifact to put in our court. And actually, it is decent. Let's vassalize some more lands. It's amazing how fast you can grow once you start vassalizing people. I mean, look at that. We've already moved to dominate a huge chunk of this area. Ugh, if only we had absolute dominance, we could create a kingdom of Mongolia. Not gonna happen under this ruler, I don't think. He's gonna die soon. But it's the way it goes. We'll build regalia. Can I vassalize you? No, but I can definitely tributary you. Expand dominance. Victory, they'll attempt to vassalize tributaries or conquer the lands. They will immediately shift. Interesting. I will have to remember that. Way to build a good kingdom, I guess. Gosh, all these kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. It's a little bit crazy. Well, we've definitely dominated the eastern part of the steppes. Obviously, there is a rising threat here in the Kurigas as well, to the point that they're actually, I think, stronger than me at the moment. So we will have to keep that in mind. Hopefully their succession is an absolute mess. Considering it's a 10-year-old son, probably not that great. His actual combat strength isn't that amazing. It's more along the lines of he has allies. And we had a Deidre shift. So Mongols expanded their control upwards. Because that just happens. It's quite nice. We can... Oh, we're so close to being able to upgrade this yurt. Oh, we apparently just got a guy on our fort who used a hook on us. Kind of annoying. Because now we've got negative prestige and I don't think I can hold anything really anymore. Yeah, everything's expensive now because we can't go on Nurg. Or Nurge, however you say it. I'm probably saying it horribly wrong. Let's be fair. We got some regalia though. So, attraction, prestige, big boost to our prestige game. Our character is overwhelmed with stress. We'll blurt out some weird confession because that's apparently something our characters do. I think we're kind of where we want to be. At some point this guy will go down. It's going to take a while. Eagles captured, or didn't capture. We did not capture the eagle, basically. We died. There we go. New ruler. Thankfully, we had a stable succession that time. Now we have to work on creating a stable succession here. That one's loyal. That's a rival. He'll never be loyal. He just has a terrible opinion of us. Maybe over time we can sway him to our side. You're manageable. See, the issue is here, our character being a leper, this is so much harder in terms of actually maintaining stability. Which makes sense. It would not be easy. Have our character get married a couple times here to make sure he has that. Stability level. Okay. Ride with herd. I basically just got to bribe all these guys. I don't think our dread, our dread will never be that high because of the leprosy. Ooh, okay, that's expensive to bribe that guy to loyalty. We need the gold. Okay. So, mostly stable succession at the moment. So you're not good at that. You're good at that. You're actually good at fertility management, so you do that. You're far better at managing stability, and you're also good at fertility as well. Okay. Let's just make sure we get a stable succession, and then we'll probably call it here. Costs a lot of herd and a lot of money, but we have a stable succession for the moment. So that's gonna be it for this one. I'll make sure I'll make that demand, but it's gonna be refused. Oh, it was accepted. Awesome. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this episode. As you can see, the Mongols are on the rise. We've got like one major opponent here. Obviously, these guys are a conqueror. In fact, there are several conquerors on the world, I imagine. We're going to have to stomp this realm at some point, just because we can't afford another kingdom, basically, to be independent. So once we get some stuff, we'll invade, we'll consolidate our empire, and we'll see about getting to the next level of dominance. See you guys all then. Bye for now.